Hey YouTube, it's Carson Jacobson back again. Simultaneous groan, if you know what I'm talking about here when I say music theory. Yeah, well, here's the thing though, I'm not going into advanced music theory or anything. Today's video is very simple. We are going to be going over the basic rhythms, and I have a very beautiful chart here. Oh, I forgot to put something on it. That'll be fine. I'll add it in a minute. Anyway, so I guess not much to do but dive right into it. I do have a glockenspiel lesson coming up soon. It's this thing, glockenspiel. It's coming soon, so keep watching. Please keep watching. So I guess let's dive right into it. I went to a lot of work for my beautiful artwork here, so I might as well show it off. So nothing to do but start at the top line. This here, that's a circle marking. These are all markings you'll see on sheet music and songs and, you know, whatever else you're playing with sheet music, I guess, solos, whatever. This is what builds the music. This here's a whole note. Now, you don't quite know what this means yet if you're learning completely just off my channel, but it means it'll take 4 counts to play, which is the same as 2 half notes here. 1 half note takes 2 counts to play. And over here, quarter note, 1 count to play. Now, 4 quarter notes is the same as 2 half notes, it's the same as 1 whole note. Takes the same amount of time. So if you were to sing these rhythms here, just along the top, this one would be da. This one would be da, da. And then this one would be da, 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 da. On a glockenspiel, it's going to be a little different just because of how percussion works differently between wind ensembles and stuff like that, but we'll get to that when we actually look at the glockenspiel. Now we're going to get smaller than counts, you know. So this is a quarter note here. You can see 4 of them up here. Here's 1. Like I said, quarter note takes 1 count. Da. These are eighth notes here, down here. So notice how they're connected together by a single line. That's important to know. That's how you recognize eighth notes. There can be more of them, like if you see this bar of 4 here, I'll get to what these are called in a minute, but if you were to remove the second line, it'd just be 4 eighth notes and you'd play it just same. 2 eighth notes would be da-da. An eighth note takes half of a beat to do. So doing 4 of them would be da-da-da-da. You know, pretty simple stuff. And then 16th notes. Most people freak out when they see 16th notes and go, oh, gotta go fast. And yeah, it's a little faster. Put 4 in a single beat. Da 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 da. That oftentimes is hard to do. So digga 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 digga. My tempo was a little off, so. But yeah, you get the picture. 4 notes, 1 beat. Pretty simple. Alright, this is still a quarter note. This is just different subdivisions of the quarter note. These are triplet patterns. This one here, that you can see, that's a basic triplet. You fit 3 in 1 beat. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. Simple. And then these are 6-tuplets. Just for the sake of embarrassment, I can't actually sing these in time very well. But you fit 6 in a single beat. It's like they're really weird. You probably won't see many of these 6-tuplets if you're just starting out. Most of the time they'll be marked. Triplets will be marked with a 3, 6-tuplets with a 6. Sometimes the 6-tuplets are also called 16th note triplets, but it'll still be the same thing. And then the last one here, you can't see it very well, that's a dotted quarter note. I'll explain what the dot does in a minute. But dotted quarter note is the same as a quarter note plus an eighth note, which is the same as 3 eighth notes in a row. That's how much space they take up. So if you were to put 2 dotted quarter notes in a row and stack it up against the beat, it'd be like da, da. Notice how it's cut off in the middle of the beat and started a new note. That happens a lot in music. Alright, so that's all these equations and stuff. Pause the video and study it if you need to, whatever. I'll give you a moment now. Okay, if you haven't got it by now, you can pause the video. Alright, over on this side, you see other markings. The top 2, I just thought I should clarify. That's the only reason they're there. The top one is a single eighth note. It's poorly drawn. Notice how it's exactly like a quarter note, except at the top it has the little flag. 16th note, same deal, it's just got 2 flags. It's special. And you can imagine that by seeing if you were just cut off this back one or cut off this back 3 and then let gravity take effect, that's kind of what they look like. This next one here maybe looks kind of like a 7 to you. Yeah, maybe a little bit like a 7. Little roll at the top or whatever. That's an 8th rest. So basically it marks silence in the music. That takes up the same space as one of these 8th notes, you know, one of those right there. The next one's a 16th rest, silence for this amount of time, or that amount of time rather. This is just to show you how triplet rests would be marked. So that's like a single triplet note and then 2 rests for the space of triplets. You'll notice how without the 3, that'd literally just be an 8th note and 2 8th rests. Yeah, without the 3 in the bracket, that's how you play it. Fun. Good fun. But that's everything on that side. So, if you'll excuse me for a moment, I'm going to erase all this and add some new stuff, because there's a couple stuff we still need to go over, and that'll be it soon. I'm just erasing the board. Now I'm drawing new stuff on the board. Okay. That zigzag, some people call it like the C and then the lightning bolt, whatever. Whatever you want to call it, it's the quarter rest. It takes as much time to play as a quarter note. The only difference is this makes sound, this does not. It's a rest. You take a break. Stop making noise. The last thing I wanted to explain to you is, one moment, I'm drawing it on the board. I decided it'd be better to have it on the board. What the dots mean after each of these notes. Basically, the dot has a very simple universal meaning when it's placed just after a note like that. Basically, it means whatever note's in front of me, cut that in half, and add another one of those halves into the same length. So a whole note takes 4 beats normally, but with the dot, it cuts the note in half, so you have 2 sets of 2, and then you take one of the halves and add it again. So now you have a 6 note, or a 6 beat note. I hope that makes sense. A dotted half note, it takes 3 beats, because 2 beats, cut it in half, double one of the halves, and add it back all together, 3 beats. And then as I went over, the quarter note takes 1.5 beats. And that's everything I had for you today. I just wanted to cover that basic music theory. Hopefully you understand a bit of the language I'll be using now when I get into more complex stuff. My next video will still be very simple. Like I said, Glockenspiel should be the next one if nothing changes. I believe that's everything I had for you. So, just got a couple favors. I know I took like 10 minutes out of your day, but you know a bit of music theory now. I did you a favor. I need one from you now. Actually, I need a few. First, if you could just punch a nice like on that video, please. It boosts my self-esteem. It makes me feel good inside. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. That way you should get notifications. Turn the bell on, especially. That way you don't have to keep digging around looking for my tiny channel. And then finally, if you leave a comment, I'm trying to better myself, make myself better. Hopefully you noticed I was a little more casual this video, you know, stuff like that. Comment, help me improve myself, help me help you improve yourself, whatever. Comment on my video, just tell me what you like. I don't care. I like to read. I like reading comments. So go ahead and do that. That's everything. Carson Jacobson signing out.